Our Coffee, Cake, and Camo podcast would not be possible without the support of our awesome partners. Thank you, T-Mobile, for being a proud partner of our outdoor adventure team and the force behind the forces. Hey everybody, I'm Erica, and welcome to Coffee, Cake, and Camo. This podcast is brought to you by the USO of Hampton Roads in Central Virginia. Just search for the handle at USOHRCB or find us at hrcb.uso.org. In case our listeners are new to Coffee, Cake, and Camo or to the USO, the mission of the USO is to strengthen America's military service members by keeping them connected to family, home, and country throughout their service to the nation. This episode of Coffee, Cake, and Camo is pretty special because it's brought to us by our outdoor adventure team. We have Vicky West and Joey Noonan who are going to take the show away. So welcome, guys.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Erica.
Hey there, guys. I know you guys have a lot to talk about, so I'll let you guys take the show.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you, Erica.
Well, first of all, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but due to COVID, like many other large gatherings and celebrations, our Virginia Beach Warrior Week, we're going to have to wait till 2021, and hopefully it'll be bigger than better at that time. However, we do have exciting news. We are able to have a Virginia Beach Warrior Week gaming tournament. And that's going to be set up. There'll be 2 games for the event. August 24th will be the first Call of Duty qualifier. August 25th will be the first Rocket League qualifier. August 26th will be the second Call of Duty qualifier, and August 27th will be the second Rocket League qualifier. The top 8 teams per qualifier, so it'll be 16 total teams per game, will move on to the finals, which will occur on September 5th. Current timing has the final starting around 10 a.m. and lasting through 6 p.m. Eastern, and the entire event will be streamed on Twitch. There will be a $5,000 prize pool, and it'll be split up between the top 3 teams for each game. And registration, I believe, is due to open today, so you can sign up by visiting the USO HRCV Facebook or other social media, which will include a sign-up link for the event. So hope to see those of you that are regular Warrior Week participants participate in our remote Warrior Week. All right, Joey.
Cool. Thank you, Vic. That's good information. Not a big gamer, but I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that are going to jump all over that. We'll try to win some cash.
Definitely. Who doesn't need a little extra?
That's right.
Scratch.
That's right. Things off by first thanking our sponsor. Thanks to T-Mobile. Huge thanks, actually, to T-Mobile for the generous donation they made to the Outdoor Adventure Team program this year, which allowed us to basically repurpose our space. As you know, Vic, we were in there working hard, building that new functional fitness studio and a recovery center. And we got rowers, Normatec compression systems, tack bikes. We got the ski erg. We got all the workout gear that you can think of as soon as these, COVID restrictions hopefully relax and things kind of get back to normal. We'll be running some great classes in there, but got to give big props to T-Mobile for hooking that up.
Yeah,
excuse me.
Space, truly amazing space. It's incredible.
Great. Yeah. We both put a lot of hard work in there along with Mike to get it looking good, and can't wait to get that thing up and running with everybody. It's going to be fun. So if you're watching and you're interested in those things, soon enough we'll be running some classes out of there. It's going to be fun. So this episode, we're going to, kind of focus on one of our athletes who we've been working out with for quite some time. His name is Carlos Rodriguez. Everybody like to welcome Carlos. Carlos is a retired disabled combat Marine, grew up in New Haven, Connecticut. Just like me, joined the military right after high school. I like that about you. Married his high school sweetheart, right? Coretta. You have
correct.
High school age son and 3 daughters in college. Wow. Whew. So Carlos was a high school athlete when he was a young man, and still getting after it after some hard times in the military as a Marine Corps.
Hey, Carlos, what sports did you play in high school? Just curious.
That's a good question.
I ran track.
Nice.
Long distance runner. Actually turned down a scholarship to join the military.
Wow.
Wow, that's interesting. I did not.
parents were not too happy with that decision, but it was one that I kept secret until after I signed the paperwork.
Yeah, so I've known Carlos for quite some time. I know the audience doesn't know much about him, but they're fixing to find out. But this guy is a beast. I mean, he works out 7 days a week, sometimes 6 when he's taking it easy. I think last year he cycled about 18,000 miles on your recumbent bike last year. That's more than most people drive.
I know. I was gonna say I don't know if I put that many miles on my car in a year. That's incredible.
Yeah. I mean, the guy does it all. He cycles, he rows, he swims, he lifts weights. Just had 2 knees replaced and he runs. I mean, the guy is, he's the epitome of motivation. You got to give him a lot of props. So with that being said, we got a kind of little introduction to Carlos. We're going to kind of get to know him a little bit. So, Carlos, give us a little bit of your background. Even though I, kind of read a little bit. Tell the viewers something about you that we don't know.
Well, I mean, I really and enjoyed being an endurance athlete all my life. And unfortunately, after I joined the Marine Corps, I served in Operation Desert Storm, where I got hurt, severely injured. I suffered a back injury, traumatic brain injury, knee issues that, like Joey mentioned earlier, eventually led to my knee replacement in 2018. And I also had shoulder injury, hand and arm injuries. And I really wasn't aware of how much being an athlete played in my life, because, when you get up especially in the Marine Corps, you're used to going at it day in and day out, just become part of your ritual. And it wasn't until I got hurt and lost my ability to participate in athletics that a lot of stuff kicked in, especially PTSD, which was something else that I was diagnosed with. I was diagnosed with severe post-traumatic stress disorder. And unfortunately, the VA's idea of getting me better was putting me on a lot of medications, which led to a lot of weight gain. So, that's something that was really difficult to deal with, and that's why I'm grateful for an organization like OAT, which has afforded me the opportunity to regain a lot of the stuff that I've lost. So I'm just happy to be here with you guys.
Well, that's awesome, man. That's exactly the type of impact we're trying to have here. Absolutely. That's awesome. So what was your specialty in the Marine Corps?
I was a 3531, which was a truck driver. This pretty rigorous that a lot of people don't want nowadays, especially with all the IEDs in Iraq and Afghanistan. I mean, I really enjoyed my time though in the Corps. Definitely would have done my 20 years if I wouldn't have got hurt. But unfortunately, the injuries led to being medically retired.
Okay. Awesome. And your family, you want to tell us a little bit more about your family?
Yeah, like you mentioned earlier, I have 3 daughters in college. I have 2 working on their master's degrees. Wow. One's specializing in speech pathology. The other one is doing business analytics. And my youngest daughter's just starting college. She wants to be a dental hygienist. Then my son, he's a high school junior. He's an athlete in his own respect. He plays baseball for his high school.
That's awesome. Well, that's great to see your daughters are giving back as well, just like the service her dad gave. That's really cool.
Yes.
That's nice. It sounds like you raised some good citizens there, buddy.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we wanted to ask you, how did you get started with the OAT program?
The OAT program has been great. Like I said, I have a fellow veteran who introduced me to the OAT program. We were on a bike ride, and I was riding a recumbent bike that everybody was calling a tadpole.
And, there you are right there. There you are on your tadpole right there.
At the time, I wasn't familiar with any type of, cycling equipment. It was just a bike that the VA hospital had purchased for me. And as I got familiar with cycling and the OAT program, I mean, they've actually expanded my knowledge on cycling. Through the perspective that showing me all the type of equipment that was there. I mean, even recently, Joey was telling me how bad my shoes were and how I really needed to get some new cycling shoes.
Well, man, I'm looking out for you, bud. I mean, you put so much into it. Oftentimes we forget to keep up with the technology and the best products and stuff. You're like a soul surfer, man. You're just out there doing it. So I'm happy to help you any way I can. Any little bit of advantage you can get makes those long workouts a little bit better.
All right.
So how would you say for people watching that may be interested, and coming out and working out with us and hanging out with us, how would you tell them that this program has helped you out?
Well, for sure, anyone out there listening, I think the OAT has been a great asset for me as far as my recovery. A lot of time, especially speaking to veterans, people in general too, because I know there's all different types of post-traumatic stress disorder and different injuries out there. But the program, one thing I really like about the program, especially with the new coaches and the staff members, is that they take an individual, they analyze them, see what level they're at, and they build upon that level. So it doesn't matter what type of injuries you're coming to the program with. They will definitely help you get to that next level if that's what you're looking for. I mean, if you're coming out there just to be social, that's available too. But for those people that really want to get after it, I mean, the opportunities are there. So there's all different levels that you can participate in that definitely helps out.
Yeah, that's right. We've got everything from young teenager beginners, dependents and such, all the way up to people who have competed and won at the Warrior Games and the Invictus Games as well. So we've got a broad spectrum of support and athletes there. And lots of great coaches, like you said, too. We got great rowing coaches, running coaches. Vicky is outstanding swimming legacy.
I was endurance in the water. I don't do land probably as well as you, Carlos, but I'm all about those water sports.
Yeah, he probably needs to get with you, Vic. He's been swimming quite a bit.
We'll have to go for a swim as soon as the opportunity presents itself, for sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and these are, a lot of these activities, especially cycling, which is my forte, is been scientifically proven to help combat, PTSD and anxiety and other issues, to help settle the mind, because you can just focus on what you're doing. It's been proven in many studies. So.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm somebody without PTSD, but I've had anxiety issues in the past. I always, a good workout, good swim, I feel 1,000 times better. Like I know it's not hocus pocus.
No, it's not. But it's like working out is always more fun with your buddies or your friends. Absolutely. So there's that aspect, and then the physical and mental aspects of working out. You always feel better after a workout.
And that's why I need a swim buddy, Carlos. I need accountability and somebody to socialize with while we crush it in the water.
She said swim buddy, not swim buoy. I don't know if we could keep up with her, man. She's pretty fast in the water. Yeah, but so Carlos, it sounds to me like you'd probably recommend this program to some of your veteran associates.
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, I believe this program has definitely helped. Like I said, I started off at the VA hospital, and one of the things the VA does encourage veterans to do is to find some type of community activity to get involved with. And, like I said, when I found this program, it was by word of mouth, but, by another veteran who happened to be an adaptive athlete as well. And he told me about the program. He's like, you need to come down and check us out. And I live in Hampton, and I don't mind driving to Virginia Beach. I mean, I drove to Virginia Beach pretty much every day this past winter, just to stay in the studio and stay in shape. So I mean, that was definitely a big help to me. And I believe, I went from, and I don't mind sharing this, I was like on 13 different medications for pain, anxiety, depression, and all that. And I'm currently down to 2 medications. So,
Wow.
I mean, the program has definitely helped make a big difference because, you take all those feelings that you're having internally and you're able to, let them manifest themselves when you're on your bike and, you just go all out. And, the intensity is great. But I've come to learn that it doesn't always have to be about intensity. Duration and efficiency helps out a lot too. So like I said, you don't have to be that top athlete. You just come and you start where you're at and you work your way up. And, like I said, with the coaches and everything, I've come to learn that that's definitely possible.
That's awesome.
And also let me add, I just want to also add, thanks to T-Mobile for their generous donation because that's also helped us expand the studio, bring in much needed equipment, and I just see this program really taking off and going to a level that I don't think they themselves realize how much it's going to help.
Well, awesome. Thank you, Carlos. And you know what? We love having you in there and working out with you because you are such a motivator, and you've man, I've never seen you in a bad mood. I mean, you're always a pleasure to work out with and be around. Sometimes you need that in your life. You're like a little light of resiliency for everybody, and we appreciate you, buddy.
Thank you.
And we also want to emphasize that even though Carlos is a vet and I'm a vet, this program is not, it's a USO program. So our primary focus is active duty and family members as well, which we do have plenty of. Although today we're just highlighting Carlos just to, kind of let everybody know, what we do and what we offer and the impact it can have if you're having these issues. Not only vets have these issues, active duty guys have them even more so because the stresses are out there for everybody. So, well, look, Carlos, we want to thank you so much for sharing your time with them and with us here today. And, we really appreciate you coming on, and we really appreciate you seeing you in the studio and, all your posts on Facebook. You do some great stuff for us, putting all the good pictures out there, promoting all of our stuff. And we really, really appreciate you, man. You're a hallmark kind of guy. We love having you around.
I want to say thanks for having me and appreciate you guys as well. Thank you.
Nice. And, like Carlos said, one more time, just can't say it enough to thank T-Mobile. They really, really came through for us this year and really helped us, elevate what we can offer. And also, if you're interested in seeing what we have to offer as things progress here with the COVID restrictions, we have an app. Vic, you want to talk about the app a little bit?
Yeah, team reaches the app, but they can also email me with any questions, vwest@uso.org, and I'm happy to address anybody's individual questions.
And you can find us on Facebook as well. We're on there, and I myself am not an Instagram guy, but I believe we have an Instagram page.
We do, and we are on LinkedIn as well for those that are business-minded folks.
Nice. So, with that being said, hopefully everybody that's watching got a little something out of that.
Thanks so much to Vicky, Joey, and Carlos. And that's all the time that we have today for our Coffee, Cake, and Camo podcast. I hope everyone enjoyed this special edition of our Outdoor Adventure Team episode. But like we said, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So search for the handle at USOHRCB, and for our Outdoor Adventure Team updates, USOHRCB OAT. Also, if there's a topic that you'd like us to share or you want us to talk about, also use the hashtag CoffeeCakeCamo. So I'm Erica. Thank you again, Vicky, Joey, and Carlos. Stay connected and classy, HRCB.